Hello, warm welcome to this meditation at midday and this opportunity to shift the mood. So maybe we can go straight into some practice and this kind of ideas and experiments, and it's something we can do anytime. But right now, to just accept wherever we are, there may be noises, there may be the different movements around in the place where I am. If we can be seated and have a good posture, just check that we are consciously relaxing the body and the breath is natural and normal. We're creating the best environment for ourselves to create this solitude, to tune in to one's own inner world. Here we're going to play with perspective. I'd like you to really think about a moment in your younger days, maybe as a child. It could be a memory, it could be based on a photo you've seen of yourself as a child. So bringing it to your mind. Picturing that scene and maybe how you were feeling. You may recall some details, just a general feeling. The weather, the environment. Seeing from that view. This is before you knew many of the people you know today, before you knew the roles that you have today. This is yourself before those details. It is as if they didn't exist for you at that time. Totally different environment and world. Now we take as if a step back even further to those moments just before you came on this planet and associated with the present physical costume. Just as if bringing that moment to the mind. Before you knew your town, your relatives, that feeling. Maybe there is a feeling of simplicity. Maybe the mind is quiet. Whatever the feeling, just acknowledging what comes up. And now to, as if jump ahead into the future, maybe another 20 years, to a time when you are looking back at this moment. How does it feel? Your older self associated with the costume of the body looking different. and how the intensity of feelings has changed. The past appears like a series of events, a bit like in a story. There are different and changing scenarios and people coming in and out of life, one's own life. But there is not the intense emotion around. And how to go further still, the point for everyone, there will be an onward journey that is natural, that goes beyond this present role and costume of the body. And so the world has not got that pull. There is like a new beginning to the every end. And we just acknowledge that through all of these points that you are there as an experiencer. The same one, we call it an invisible experiencer. Everything physically has changed. It gives a sense of perspective. There is a continuity all along. See as if those 5 points in time, including the present, the past, the future, as if threaded on the thread of time. This experiencer is beyond that beginning and end. Every experience has an end. It doesn't mean there is an end to this true self, the invisible experiencer. And there's a feeling inside of a deep peace. This invisible experiencer is beyond that change in time. It could resonate with what is stable. Can choose to come beyond the changing scenes, seeing this experiencer as living light. We are becoming conscious to this underlying feeling of peace behind it all. When there is not that desire to change the story, It's as if laid out in front. It is not the main thing. You can choose to come in the details, but it can be from this inner stability. You can choose to step back, see the bigger picture. This brings an inner dignity, royalty, connected to the stability of this true self, the invisible experiencer. Doesn't need anything else to be completed. See this experience as a conscious star, spiritual star in a timeless reality, this original experience. And here there is no beginning or end. Nothing to lose. This is that spiritual home. That all have a right to unconditional peace, but also belonging. This was an experiment. We can come back as if seeing this big map once. It can stay in the mind in a natural way. We're bringing the focus back into this present scene. And just observing the feelings, the mood. How we can bring in new feelings based on the deep stability inside. Knowing the big map, we can more easily come and play the role in the present moment, this present scene. Knowing beforehand that this is just like a play with change and end to every scene, and it is natural. Can see this perspective of the invisible experiencer that is emotionally free, therefore can attend with a clear mind to what is required from the part, with that love and peace inside. We just experimented with this visualization, seeing the past, seeing the future, and seeing beyond that past, present, future view. And this definitely is like an exercise that we can experiment with. And it helps to take us out of the feeling of intensity that can come when the present scenes appear so big and we cannot see the wood for the trees. You have this ability to shift your mood, which is profound for the self. So enjoy your day and enjoy your experiments. And see you next time. Thank you.